So the second song on the Pink Slip EP is I Got a Truck. It's the first song that we released for this season, I guess, of songs, and it really felt like it was just a great way to get me into the next chapter after Dark Horse. It still had that emotion that I really need as an artist and a songwriter and somebody who sings songs. Like, I really need there to be some sort of deeper emotion in a song a lot of the times. And the story behind I Got a Truck is just so crazy, and I'll try to keep it short. But I'll never forget, it was the first night of tour. We were in Louisiana, and I just got off stage and I walked to the back of the arena, and Tim McGraw was warming up his voice with his guitar player Bobby, and I kind of just saw it as a good icebreaker moment, and I walked up with my guitar and I started jamming and singing harmonies, and we all kind of were just laughing, and it quickly turned into, you know, him thanking us for coming out on the road with him and just kind of spreading wisdom from the superstar to the new kid on the block. And he was telling me about, you know, his struggles of when he first moved to Nashville and how hard it was for him. I know it's hard to believe, for, you know, the superstardom that he has now. You know, even Tim McGraw had a hard time breaking through that first wall of being discovered. And he had done all the legwork, and he had written some great songs, and he had a good following on the road, a good touring foundation built up, but he got to that point where he just needed help, and he needed a partner, and he needed some financial assistance to record more music and get back out on the road and keep building his brand and his business and all that. And nobody really wanted to take a shot on him, which is so crazy to think about. But there was a guy in Nashville who's since passed away, unfortunately, but his name was Brian Williams, and he was a banker, and he was known for kind of taking a shot on artists that he believed in that maybe nobody else did at the time. And so I think Tim knew that about Brian, and he went into to go see Brian, and he said, "Man, I got this drive, and I got this work ethic, and I got these songs, and I got this shitty truck I can trade you for equity. It's not worth much, but essentially Tim said, if you believe in me and you take a shot on me, man, I promise you I'll make it worth your while, and I'll pay you back one day." And I'm just sitting here listening to this song, just like super inspired as a songwriter and just as new artist, and the humility of that story he was telling. And it kind of reminded me of my journey to Nashville and the truck that I drove from California and the hardships I had going through, getting that first initial team of people to champion me. To this day, every time I hear that song, it has new layers and new layers. And yeah, it's about a truck, obviously, but it's about what a truck represents and how it gets you where you want to go. It will always be a special one to me.